Hi, I'm Andie.
And I'm Ryan.
Welcome to Under the Influence. So, a little bit about this channel. The whole concept came about because we're such research nerds. So, think about a brand new restaurant that's just opened, or your friends are buzzing about a particular bar that you really should check out. And we love trawling the internet, looking at reviews, so that we can get the best possible experience and try it out.
And so we're here to share those results with you so that you can get the opinions of a couple of real customers.
Yeah. And today we're under the influence of one of our favorite TV shows, the Sydney Weekender. And we're here at the beautiful A by Adina in Sydney.
The Sydney Weekender, for our non-Sydney friends, a show which has been a regular on Sydney televisions since 1994 and is an Australian travel show featuring destinations throughout the state of New South Wales. We recently had the opportunity for a staycation in the city centre, and where else would we look for inspiration and advice than the Sydney Weekender to kick off our very first review. I've included a link down in the description below if you would like to have a look at their coverage of the A by Adina. The hotel itself is billed as a luxe city escape located high above the Sydney city hubbub, so one of the first few things we had to check out was the sky lobby on the 21st floor. A note, there is a concierge downstairs on the street level and they can help you check if your room is available and provide you directions. However, you will still need to head up to the 21st floor in order to check in and obtain your room key. First impressions of the sky lobby is that it's light-filled with lots of beautiful modern little touches and Instagrammers' delight. The service staff were very helpful and we were even offered complimentary glasses of sparkling wine and chocolates once we checked in. It was an unexpected bit of luxury to kick off our holiday, and it certainly helped us slow down and just enjoy the moment. We elected to stay in the Studio King room, which is the most basic option, and we were allocated a room on the 6th floor. The room itself, really modern, soft furnishings, clean, tidy, and a long sofa running the length of the huge windows. A nice little touch is that the blinds and curtains open automatically when you enter the room, which makes it that little bit theatrical. However, one thing you do need to note is that it does do that every time you enter the room again, which is something you do need to just be aware of. Being the most basic room option, it's the smallest at 27 square meters, including the bathroom, but we didn't feel like we had to skirt around things. It actually was more than sufficient for our staycation, and there were lots of little interesting options in the minibar as well.
I admit, before I stepped into Dean and Nancy's, I expected it to be too cool for school. But it wasn't. It was classy for sure, but the vibe was nice. Andie and I took a seat at the bar and perused the cocktail menu. By dumb luck, we happened to arrive at happy hour, 5 to 6 p.m, when a selection of cocktails are $15 each instead of the usual $25. And they're not dinky options either. Andie chose a golden deer which included quality ingredients such as Glenfiddich and Aperol. The latter was certainly the hero of the beverage, but it wasn't overwhelming. Personally, I look for the martini, as I consider that the bellwether of the establishment. If they do a good martini, odds are they do everything else well too. I was surprised to see a 1-to-1 ratio listed, and I feared it might be too wet, but I've since learned that that's a bit of a trend in the bar scene these days. I needn't have worried, as our jolly bartender Nico balanced the vodka and vermouth perfectly. The next morning, we decided to take advantage of the pool and gym, for which access was included in our stay. The gym is smallish, but it's big enough with modern equipment to get the cardio going. The pool is situated in an open air environment, and on the rainy day that we were there, it was a bit cold. The water temperature, while heated, was a case of it's fine once you get in. The length of the pool was long enough to do a decent lap, but word of warning, you can be seen from the sky lobby and I suspect from the skyscraper next door. But all up, it's a good opportunity to work off those drinks.
I want to talk a little bit about the difference between our room and the Destination A package, which was featured on the Sydney Weekender review. For our one night stay, we paid 297 Australian dollars, including tax, for the Studio King room. In comparison, the Destination A package is an extra $150 or so, and is an option available with their one bedroom apartment. So that's a room upgrade to something which is about 34 square meters compared to our 27. It also comes with flexible check-in and out, turn-down service, a stay on the higher floors with better views, a la carte breakfast in the morning at Dean and Nancy's, a grazing box delivered to your room in the evenings between 5 to 8, and a complimentary $25 credit per person to spend on the in-room minibar. So if you feel like you want to splurge and amp up the luxe, it's great to know that you have that option. To be honest, we felt like we got lots of value from our stay already, and we weren't missing out from not selecting that option. With what we spent, the A by Adina is not the cheapest accommodation you can find. However, it's also certainly not the most expensive. We think it towed the line really well between the convenience of being right in the middle of the city, near major train lines, the light rail, and the new upcoming metro station, but also just had that right amount of boutique luxury feel to it.
We hope you enjoyed our very first review. If you would like more of these, make sure to follow us and subscribe.